let's all breathe and let's all start again. Good
She's
morning,
stuck.
everybody. Welcome to our Thursday edition of Title Talk. This is our New Year's Eve special edition, and we have lots of special friends running around the floor, and we have a special guest here joining us today to talk to us about some of the things that go on in the banking world and the banking industry, and the title company's affiliation with the bank and what that looks like and why that's important. So
It works, Courtney said. Thanks, Court.
that's great.
Do I sound like a man?
I'm glad to hear that the sound is on. And again, we are Inspired Title. My name is Drew.
And my name is Amy.
And why don't you take a minute to introduce our fabulous guest?
Sure. Everybody, my mom is with us today.
Is so cool.
This is my mom, Roseanne. I didn't give you a title the first time through, so maybe it was good that the volume wasn't working. She is in risk management and the compliance department in her bank, which are a lot of really big words that I didn't really put two and two together until Christmas, actually. When we started our Thanksgiving. We had a nice talk about it, so that's her.
And she's going incognito today because
She
she didn't get the clearance from the tower.
Don't put the quotes.
Clearance from the tower.
Following rules. It's important to some people. So yeah, she
Not in 2020, it's not. Come on, I mean, give me a break.
All rules out the window.
Yeah, absolutely.
So she just works in a bank.
A bank. Any
bank.
bank, pick a bank, you might find
You
it.
don't know the name of it still, so it's
Right,
fine.
absolutely. Why don't you tell us a little bit more about you a second time, this way they can hear us.
Okay, sounds great. So as Amy said, I work in risk management and compliance, and my major role is bank secrecy compliance. What I do is I look at the activity of our customers and their accounts, and I have to file specific reports based on that activity, whether it's dollar transactions that exceed, for cash deposits that exceed a certain amount, or suspicious transactions.
Nice.
And it's an important part in banking because when our bank is audited by our examiners for our safety and soundness audit, the bank secrecy has to get a good review because it could affect the bank's overall condition.
Right. And when did this all start? Wasn't this?
It kind of started in the 70s. Well, OFAC started in the 50s, probably
Yeah.
with Cuba,
Yeah.
where the United States they created a list of sanctioned countries and customers
Right.
that you weren't allowed to do business with. So anytime you guys send a wire, your bank has or receive one.
Yep.
Your bank has to make sure that it's not a sanctioned individual.
Yep.
Because they would have to block the transaction.
Absolutely.
And then it went into the drugs in the 70s, the anti-money laundering.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then it was 9/11,
Yeah,
when
the
the U.S.
9/11
Patriot Act was established, so that the banks had to identify individuals to try to stop terrorist financing.
Wow.
So it goes through like these waves. I think like every time there's a big like trend that changes,
Yeah.
it goes through these waves, and you guys kind of
You have to adapt.
have to adapt to it. Yeah.
Wow. That's I think we have experienced, obviously, after 9/11, a change in our industry, which obviously being a financial institution as a title company, I mean, there are a lot of different things that we had to make changes on. And why don't you talk about some of those bank changes that maybe you guys went through?
Well, we have to, the big thing now is 314A requests, where we have to search our customer records every 2 weeks. And it's a huge database that law enforcement uses to try to track down individuals that have transactional accounts and, maybe loans and stuff. So we have to report that back within 2 weeks, and then sometimes we'll receive a subpoena. And where we have to actually produce bank records for these individuals. So they're supposed to stop, financing too if they think people, maybe doing suspicious things.
Wow.
So when you started as a teller, did you ever think that your job would
No,
kind of lead you this way?
No, and thank goodness,
It's cool though. Like it's
Yeah.
you just kind of followed the path.
It's exactly yours. I mean, you started here and didn't think that you were going to evolve to where you are.
I cried for a week straight.
Well, there's still days that you do cry.
I think it's been a couple months since I've cried here. I've been trying to pull it together, and I think it was because of COVID, not because of you this time.
Right.
No, we need our.
Oh, well, I know. We're gonna get fine. I can't top a Mark Ruffalo trivia with a quote. What am I gonna do?
Okay, I'm gonna go first.
Please.
I like mine.
Okay.
So mine is: you are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. That's good old C.S. Lewis. If you didn't know who that is, he is the writer of The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. There's another fun fact trivia for you. Also,
What's that shoe does he wear?
He doesn't, but he has the same birthday as my brother, which is pretty cool. Except it was in 1898 instead of 1985. So yeah, that is my quote. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. It's kind of just, you know, leading into 2021 with what am I going to do? What am I going to change? What should I do? So.
Do you have a quote?
I have a quote. It's from a DJ on WXRT. I don't know which one, but his was, as he was signing off, 2020 is done. Welcome 2021.
I like it. I'm done with 2021.
I think we all are. So mine is by probably my most favorite baseball player of all time, Mr. Cal Ripken Jr. That leadership isn't about simply being in charge and treating your people like soldiers and barking orders. Leadership is sharing your knowledge and your direction so that others grow and reach their potential. It's kind of what we try to do here at Inspired Title is not bark orders around. It's kind of, you know, lead with some knowledge and direction so everybody in the team can kind of
Lead by
grow.
doing. Don't need to say it just to show
Or
it.
learn how to talk to each person in a different voice that they hear.
Yep, everybody learns differently,
Yes.
and each person is a different conversation for each person. And, you know, we've always said, and the dogs agree. Look at that. Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to thank you for joining us, and
They were so good for an hour. They almost made it.
our final title talk of 2020. Be sure to join us into the new year of 2021 when we've got a lot of fun things coming up and a lot of different information, guests, knowledge, fun to
Maybe
bring
we
you
get
guys.
Floyd on here.
Maybe
Nope,
we
he's
can't.
shaking his head
Shakes
no.
no.
We had an in-studio guest. Floyd was here and, you know, politely watching the dogs.
We
but-
thank him for that, keeping the dogs kind of, calmed and down. And Roseanne, thanks for
Thank you
coming
so
out
much
and
for
Thanks for
coming.
joining us and
It was
sharing us
awesome.
and all the knowledge and fun and wisdom. And what do you got to end the conversation here for 2020?
I ready for 2021. 2020 was a great year, and it was a crappy year at the
Yeah.
same time. Got married, we were busy,
You said crappy and then you followed it up with this. Interesting.
no,
Interesting.
but I'm saying like it
Some
was-
good things came out.
some good things did come out of it. But I'm ready to see what 2021 has to bring. I'm optimistic.
Not too much pressure for 2021.
No, it's not.
It's honestly anything. I'm not going to say anything,
No.
but yes, I am excited for a new start.
Yep.
You saw Ryan's face on Ryan. He just barked your face on the banner.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drew with Inspired Title.
And my name is Amy with Inspired
I'd like to
Title.
thank you guys for joining us and Happy New Year to
Happy
you
New Year.
and yours. And we'd like to wish you guys a happy holiday, safe season. See you guys again next year. And we'd like to thank the Pugs for being here. Remember, with Inspired Title, it's the beginning of, well, we're actually the title company.
You are
I
you were
got
taking
dogs,
my
I got
tagline.
I got dogs.
He was taking my dog.
We're the title
He's still
company
barking.
that cares. We're the dogs that are here.
They were so good until they saw your face, Ryan, and they started to bark at your face on that
It
picture.
happens. It happens. Take care, everybody, and
Bye.
we'll see you next year.
Happy New
Bye-bye.
Year.